Chihuahuas, they may be tiny, but they are packed with personality. They shake like they've seen a ghost, they bark at things that don't even exist, and sometimes they act like they own the entire planet. But why? Are they just dramatic little divas? Or is there a secret reason behind their odd behavior? Today we're breaking down 12 of the weirdest things Chihuahuas do. And trust me, number 4 is something no one expects. Before we dive in, subscribe to Doggy Pedia for more insane dog facts, training tips, and the truth behind your pup's strangest habits. Now let's start. 1. The mysterious Chihuahua shiver. Are they cold or just extra? Ever noticed how Chihuahuas shake all the time? Some people think it's because they're scared. Others think they're just really dramatic. The truth? It's actually a mix of science and sass. Chihuahuas have a super high metabolism, meaning they burn energy fast, which makes them more sensitive to cold. They also react intensely to emotions. So if they're excited, nervous, or even just really happy, they'll shake. And yes, sometimes they do it just for attention. So next time you see a Chihuahua trembling, don't panic. They might just be feeling the moment. 2. The small dog syndrome. Why do Chihuahuas think they're lions? Chihuahuas might be the smallest dog breed on the planet, but in their heads, they're the kings of the jungle. They'll challenge dogs 10 times their size. They act like they own every room they walk into. And let's be honest, they never back down from a fight. But why? This is called small dog syndrome, where little dogs overcompensate for their size by acting tough. It's not just attitude, it's survival instinct. In the wild, smaller animals have to act fierce to avoid being seen as prey. The fix? Confident leadership from their owner. Because if you let them act like the boss, they absolutely will. 3. The spinning frenzy. Why Chihuahuas run in circles like they've lost their minds. You've seen it before. Your Chihuahua suddenly starts spinning in circles like a tiny tornado. Why? Are they possessed? Short-circuiting? Not exactly. Here's what's happening. Spinning is a natural way for dogs to release energy. And Chihuahuas, they have lots of it. It's also a leftover instinct from their wild ancestors. Wolves circle their sleeping spots to check for threats before lying down. And in some cases, it's just excitement overload. If your Chihuahua does this before meals, before walks, or when you come home, congrats, you're their favorite thing in the world. 4. The infamous high-pitched bark, why they never stop talking. If you own a Chihuahua, you already know they bark a lot. They bark at other dogs. They bark at the mailman. They bark at absolutely nothing. But why? Chihuahuas were originally bred as alert dogs, meaning they're naturally wired to warn their owners about anything unusual. The problem? To them, everything is unusual. Luckily, you can train them to tone it down by rewarding quiet behavior. But let's be honest, a completely silent Chihuahua? That's just a myth. 5. The Chihuahua burrow. Why they love hiding blankets. If you've ever lost your Chihuahua, don't panic. They're probably just buried in a blanket somewhere. Chihuahuas love to burrow, and here's why. Their ancestors were desert dogs, meaning they naturally seek out warmth in small, cozy spaces. Burrowing also makes them feel safe. It's like their version of a security blanket. And let's be real, it's just adorable. So next time your Chihuahua disappears, check under the blankets. They're probably just taking a power nap in their tiny, self-made fortress. 6. The head tilt mystery. Are they confused or just manipulating you? Nothing melts a dog owner's heart faster than the classic head tilt. You say something, and your Chihuahua tilts their head like they're trying to understand you. But here's the real question. Are they actually confused, or are they just playing you? Turns out it's both. Dogs tilt their heads to adjust their hearing. They're trying to figure out where a sound is coming from. But it's also a learned behavior. If you react positively every time they do it, they'll keep doing it just to get your attention. So, next time your Chihuahua tilts their head at you, just know you've been successfully trained. So far, we've covered some of the strangest things Chihuahuas do. But what about the truly bizarre behaviors? Why do they air snap at nothing? What's with their obsession with licking everything? And the weirdest of all, why do some Chihuahuas randomly freeze like statues? That's coming up, so keep watching, because you won't believe number 9. 7. The mysterious air snap. Are they catching ghosts? Ever seen a Chihuahua randomly snap their jaws at thin air? It looks like they're catching invisible bugs, but in reality, it's something way weirder. Chihuahuas air snap because they're excited or overstimulated. Some dogs do this as a way to release extra energy. It's a playful behavior, kind of like when humans fidget with their hands. Or they're reacting to something you can't see. Their eyesight is way better than ours, so they might actually be spotting a tiny bug you missed. So are they catching ghosts or just being dramatic? You decide. 8. The lick machine. Why Chihuahuas are obsessed with licking everything. If you own a Chihuahua, you probably already know they lick everything. Your hands, your face, your clothes, the air, even the furniture. So what's the deal? Licking releases endorphins. It's actually a way for dogs to calm themselves down. It's a sign of affection. Chihuahuas are super attached to their humans, and licking is their way of saying, I love you. Or they just like the taste of your skin. Yeah, kinda weird, but true. But here's the twist. Some Chihuahuas get obsessed with licking certain surfaces, like floors or walls. If they do this excessively, it could be a sign of nutrient deficiency or even obsessive-compulsive behavior. So if your Chihuahua licks you constantly, congrats, you're officially their favorite thing in the world. But if they start obsessively licking the floor, might be time to check their diet. 9. The freeze. When your Chihuahua stops moving for no reason. One second your Chihuahua is running around like a lunatic. The next, they completely freeze. Eyes wide, ears up, statue mode activated. Why does this happen? They hear something we don't. Chihuahuas have insanely sharp hearing, and if they suddenly stop, it's because they're tuning into a tiny sound. They're assessing a situation. In the wild, standing completely still can help dogs avoid being detected by predators. Or they just forgot what they were doing. Yep, it happens. It's creepy, it's hilarious, and honestly, it just adds to their tiny dog mystique. 10. The Chihuahua back talk. Why they argue like a tiny toddler. If you've ever told your Chihuahua no and they start making weird noises back at you, congrats, you have a talker. Some whimper, some grumble, and some literally sound like they're trying to argue. So what's going on? Chihuahuas are highly vocal dogs, and they use different sounds to communicate their emotions. Short, sharp barks equals they're demanding attention. Grumbles or talking noises equals they're annoyed but trying to be cute about it. Long, drawn-out whines equal full-blown Chihuahua tantrum. And if you respond, you're now in a full conversation with a tiny, dramatic dog. One Chihuahua even went viral for arguing with its owner for not giving extra treats. So if your pup has mastered the art of complaining like a tiny diva, don't worry, you're not alone. 11. The Midnight Zooies. Why Chihuahuas go crazy at night. It's bedtime, the house is quiet, you're winding down. And then your Chihuahua suddenly explodes into hyper mode, running, jumping, spinning, acting like they just drank 10 cups of coffee. But why? They haven't burned off all their energy yet. If they didn't get enough exercise during the day, they'll release it all at once. It's a natural hunting instinct. Wild dogs are most active at dawn and dusk, so even tiny Chihuahuas have that built-in nighttime energy boost. Or they're just having fun messing with you. Let's be honest, they love keeping you on your toes. One Chihuahua owner even reported their pup doing zoomies every single night at exactly 11:47 p.m. The best fix? Give them a solid play session before bed. Otherwise, good luck sleeping. 12. The Napking Syndrome. Why they sleep so much. Chihuahuas may act like tiny bundles of energy, but did you know they actually sleep for 12 to 14 hours a day? That's right. When they're not zooming, barking, or causing chaos, they're professional nappers. But why do they sleep so much? Their metabolism is fast, so they burn energy quickly and need frequent recharges. They're small, but their brains are always working. Processing information actually tires them out. They're master snugglers. Give them a cozy blanket and they'll pass out instantly. So if your Chihuahua sleeps all the time, don't worry, it's just part of their royal routine. Which of these have you seen? So now you know, Chihuahuas aren't just tiny, they're tiny, weird little comedians. From shaking and barking at nothing to freezing mid-action and talking back, they have more personality packed into their small bodies than most giant breeds. Which of these behaviors does your Chihuahua do the most? Or does your pup have an even weirder habit? Drop it in the comments. We want to hear all about your Chihuahua's strangest moments. And if you love learning about crazy dog facts, bizarre behaviors, and expert training tips, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we've got even more wild canine content coming your way. This is Doggy Pedia. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.